And then what I do is I save the fat cap. The funny thing is the fat cap can pretty much just come right off. Just going to cut a little bit of it up top. And then you're just going to rip it off. I'm just going to rip the fat off. And then what we do is after I remove this fat cap, what I do is I take it and I pound it out in plastic wrap, make it nice and thin so it's not too thick. And then we're going to use it to encase and wrap the lamb. There's a fat cap right there. Now, with the lamb here, we're going to take this loin here. I'm going to cut down the loin. And then after, I'm going to debone and cut the tenderloin. So, I'm going to follow the bone. Just kind of work its way around. And this lamb is actually from Sonoma, which is kind of why I did the lamb, because I wanted to do something that was over in Northern California, Sonoma area. The scallop it's going to be paired with is from Hokkaido, but I wanted to make sure you guys have a good scallop. Right now it's not really the season for scallops in the East Coast, so I want to showcase some good scallops for you guys. Okay, so I remove the strip. And then here is the tenderloin area. The thing with the tenderloin is it comes right off. I mean, it's easily removed. Just gonna gently just use a blade of my knife and just kind of cut the edge. Come back on it. And then what I did with the bones were, I made a white stock. Normally you do lamb, you do a nice dark stock. You roast the bones, you put red wine, really deep, rich flavor. I want to keep it kind of subtle so it's not so rich. I made a white stock, reduced the stock down, and then I made a puree with cilantro. And I'm going to show you guys how I do that. So this after, I would cut it up, make the stock. You now have the tenderloin here. Remove some of this fat over here. And then with this loin here, just going to remove this would be the eye on your New York. So I'm just going to remove this. Then you have the loin here, which you would normally have on a lamb chop. So what they did here was they cut off the chine bones and the ribs, which you would have on a lamb chop. So you can see the chops right here, which you would have on a lamb chop. So what I'm going to do here is just remove a little bit of this silver skin so that it's not so tough or chewy. Scrap. And then let's finish this off. And right here, we're just clean it up right here. Then you have a nice loin right here. So normally what I'll do is I'll pound this out really, really thin. I cut this in half. I'm not going to do it though. But I cut it in half, put that on there. Take your tenderloin. The tenderloin also has the little skirt right here. Trim that off. Use this for sauce. And then I cut this in half. And then you have the loin, the tenderloin wrapped in the fat. And the way we do that is we have what is called a Activa, or it's a transglutamine. It's they call it like a meat glue. It's a natural starch or from the meat essence that they dehydrate and make it into a powder, and it helps to congeal, almost like how gelatin does, helps to congeal the natural meat loins together so that you can stick them together. And that's what you're going to get also with Chef Lewis's guinea hen, which you're getting right in front of you. He cut up the guinea hen pieces, re-glue it together, wrote it tight so you can see the different parts of the animal, thigh, breast, and so on and so forth. And then also in the dish you're going to have is a little bit of hearts of palm. So with the dish you have the hearts of palm puree, and so quickly wash my hands.